music is a vibration that can help and amplify the movement, and that's what we try to do.
Yeah, that's a really like a special song and beautiful song, I think. Thank you so much for sharing it with us, too. Yeah, that's amazing.
So, I mean, I feel this frustration every day, and I keep talking to my family about this. Like, I feel like I'm being driven away from America. Like, I don't want to be an American anymore. I don't want to live in California anymore. You know, they're saying it's mandatory. I have to give my kids vaccines, and you know, they're not going to let us know. You know, they don't want to label our foods and let us know what is organic and what is not organic.
Yeah.
All these different things where I'm like, you know, I'm serious. I'm going to go south. I want to be in Mexico or somewhere where there's not this infrastructure. But you travel the world a lot. Like, where are there any places where you feel like you're more free, or you have more freedom, where you would want to live, or where you can just be yourself without us worrying about the dollar and the bills and
the pesticides and the
everything.
fluoride?
Well, to be honest, there are fewer places like that, it seems. I mean, the more you learn, there's definitely places that I go and just feel amazingly free. And okay, have you ever been to Vanuatu?
No, I'm going to write it down.
All right,
I don't even know where to begin. It starts with a V, right?
Vanuatu.
Okay.
Pacific Island, about it's only like 2.5-hour flight from Brisbane, which is on the east coast of Australia. It's one of the Pacific Islands, a Melanesian island. Beautiful country, beautiful island, right temperature, right pace, beautiful people. They love reggae. They drink this awesome stuff called kava.
Oh, yes. Yep. We have a little bit of kava down here in the scene, in the San Diego scene.
It doesn't taste amazing. I'm sure you do, because there's a lot of Polynesians here. So, but, you know, it doesn't taste amazing, but it's a great vibe. I love it still. Because, you know, there's been some inspiring moments over the years. I think when people ask me that, one sort of light pops up in my head, and it was a tour we did with Santana in Australia. And for a couple of reasons, because Santana, I grew up listening to Santana. He's a legend, amazing musician. The music I love.
That's how I heard of Blue King Brown. Was like a Santana.
Really?
Oh,
quote,
okay.
because he was big. Yeah, he was big up in Blue King Brown, like the best new band.
Wow.
Yeah, he's such a sweetheart. And then, like, for us to tour with him was just, my whole band would just every night just jaws dropped, just like frothing at the mouth, going, wow, Santana. And because all of his musicians are so incredible, like the percussionists and the drummer and the horn section, the bass player, it's like, and each one of their musicians, we had the same lineup as them. So it was really great for us as a young upcoming band to be surrounded and be on tour with artists of that level. And now Carlos himself is a very spiritual person, very down to earth, just a real beautiful soul, and he has that humble quality in him, even despite the fact of who he is and how amazing he is. And of course, the people who are the best artists are always going to be like that, you know, great people. But he took time to pull me aside and jam with me on guitar. He made me jump on stage with them, like, and play his guitars. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like the most hilarious story. And so, yeah, you know, like the first, I think it was the first night, the very first show we did, he spotted me. He came to the show early. Well, it was a big arena, so he was there, but he came and sat side of stage for our set as we were opening. We'd not met him before, so I was just in the middle of a jam, and then look over, and there's Santana just watching us. I was going, oh, shit. I just got really nervous, because, you know, you can play in front of so many people and not be nervous, and then if there's one person in
yes,
the room,
you're just like, yep.
It's like, oh, pressure. Okay, just try and keep cool. But yeah, that night he saw me and sort of signaled me to jump on stage with them, and I was like, yo, no, it's cool, I'm good, just watching and enjoying.
I think I have a call, I have
to go. And I was like, oh fuck. And then I actually met him, which is an important part, and just said, hi, what's up? And then that night in Sydney, he pulled me up on stage, and I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And then he took off his guitar and just handed it to me.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
This is like an arena of like 15,000 people, and it's, you know, spotlight is just going ding onto me, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay. And so, okay, I'll get my guitar, all right. Looking around, okay, what key are we in? So I yell out to the keyboard player, yo, what key are we in? And he's like, C sharp. And I'm like, all right. So I look on my fretboard, and I'd studied jazz for like 2 years. I could name every C sharp on the neck. And then I look at my fretboard, and it just disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing there. I was like, oh my gosh. So I started jamming this riff in C, which is the most dissonant, a semitone out. It was like, bam, 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 bam. And this is when like all the lights are like shining on me.
Yeah.
There's giant screens up, and Carlos comes up to me and goes, just move it up a little bit further, a little bit. And then I was like, oh gosh, okay. So I slid into the right key. And then it's like the crowd was watching the whole time, biting their nails. Because when I slid into the right key, everyone was like, yeah!
It's like a movie. That's totally a movie where you don't know who's going to be. Yeah.
And then we did this really beautiful little trade of licks, me and Carlos, and then that was it. So that's kind of like
that's a
one of
pretty
the
big
moments
moment.
that
Yeah.
just, you know, really stayed with me. And his support, you know, having that sort of mentor energy coming from someone like him was a blessing.